Good to go then. So, I'm Dave. I'm the CEO of Ultrasafe. We have Emma over here, over to this side, who's our managing director, and then we
Hey
have Matt
everyone.
down here, who's one of our core developers.
Hey guys.
Okay, so should we get straight into it then? We've got Matt asking the questions.
Yeah, I think we should get started.
Yeah, so we're going to start with
Um,
the questions that you guys asked from the little Google Sheet form yesterday and today. And then tomorrow, or not tomorrow, sorry, later on in the stream, after we've answered these questions, we're going to take questions for Twitch chat and just do some impromptu stuff. Right, now, good to go. Let's go.
all right. So Dave, first question from you from NA50 on his Telegram handle. Why Ultrasafe in the sea of all the projects out there?
Oh, we thought why Ultrasafe because we've seen lots of rug pulls going on down at Scam Chain, loads of scams, and we just wanted like a safe haven for people to invest the money into. And then it's all speculation. Crypto could go down, but we want to make it like an environment where dev foul play can't happen. So there's nothing going to be done from us to go down. So yeah, just Ultrasafe, the safest token out there.
All right. So in addition to daily tasks, what can we as a community do daily to support you and the team?
So something our investors can do to support is just helping us to gain exposure to the project. So that's stuff like tweeting, commenting on YouTube videos, staying active in our Telegram, and just holding through dips like we had earlier. It all just helps us to ensure Ultra reaches its potential.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to add on that actually in the aspect of holding through dips. Of course, in the past few hours, there's been a very bearish environment for the macro market and the market in general. And as you can see, the majority of the market crashed, and Ultra at the local market bottom, as a majority of the community, I'm sure, held through the dip. It reached the local bottom, and then it managed to go up for nearly 400% since then. So that really ensures the strength of our project and our community. And we love to have you, such a strong army.
Absolutely, I couldn't agree more.
Yeah, 100%.
All right. What are your plans for marketing, and have they changed considering the growth of the project? This question is by Bez Manav 9000.
So yeah, we have a lot lined up, honestly. We've just launched a Twitter campaign. We're in talks with launching a mainstream press campaign. We're speaking to YouTube influencers. We have guys over on Reddit. We are in the process of getting billboards and airplane advertising. Yeah, I mean, we definitely had to regroup and change our marketing tactics. We didn't expect to grow this fast. I mean, who could have known? So we have just unlocked V2 of the marketing. So we're currently in the process of working with a marketing firm, and we'll be rolling out this phase as soon as possible. So yeah, very bullish.
All right. So this question's from me, Psychososis. When and where will the billboard and airplane advertising happen? And that's a very good question. Of course, it's something that is being completed and unlocked in one of our vaults. The billboard and airplane advertising, billboard companies and airplane advertisers, they've already been spoken to, and they are all in development. They've been paid, and they'll be rolling out across the U.S. as soon as they are complete, and it's in their hands now, and I'm sure it will be soon.
Yeah.
And all right, Dave, this question is from you, from Thomas. What is the ETA for a sex listing? Any hints regarding which one it will be?
Go on. So the sex listing, we can say it's imminent. We have one already on board. Literally just doing the finalised listing now. That'll be coming in the next few days. Probably most likely sooner than that. Obviously, we can't count on time frames who it is, just because of how the applications work. If you say things about it, then it can get rejected. So with that, we can't give anything specific. But the first one is imminent, and we're on talks with 3 other exchanges at the moment. But we cannot give any more details on that, just so it doesn't impact our application.
Okay. M, this question is from Das Mulder, and she says she hasn't really seen any female developers involved in any crypto projects. Do you guys have any female developers? And do you think such a big and upcoming project with a female developer is a good thing?
So, I mean, yes, we do have a female developer. It's me. Yeah, I think it's a great thing. I think anything that kind of encourages females in the space to be public, encourages, females in the space at all, because there is not very many, is great. So I think hopefully by me being publicly a developer, it's going to encourage more females to join. I mean, it's a very male dominated area, so I think it would be good to see more females in the space, definitely.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. I think diversity is an essential aspect of every company. It's definitely a very promising thing. And so, Dave, by James Simpson, did the initial success of this coin take you by surprise?
Not particularly. We were quite well connected. We knew that the token was going to blow up, but to the extent that it has, we're very surprised to the extent that it's been going on. Like, we're a record-breaking BSC token. There was another token the other week that broke these records, and then we just completely smashed them out of the park straight away. We were absolutely shocked by it. We were expecting maybe like 10 million market cap within a week, kind of thing. Like, judging by projections, of other similar tokens. But to the actual extent that we've blown up, no, we weren't expecting that, but we were expecting to do well just because of the connections we have and how long we've been in the space and stuff like that.
All right. This question is for you. It's by Agan. When Lambo?
Soon. That's all we can say.
All right, that's great to hear. And this question is for me. What applications will be integrated in the application suite, Launchpad, Exchange, NFT Marketplace? So we have a number of talented developers on board, and as we know, we've already unlocked the DApp part, the decentralized application part of our vaults, and so an NFT Marketplace is definitely a priority right now. It's already in development, and we have some very talented artists as well in there, and it will bring a whole entire new use case to Ultra in terms of an NFT ecosystem. And as we grow, we're definitely looking. We already have developers on board for Launchpad, Exchange, a wallet, a mobile app, and it's something we're going to be releasing and looking forward to as we grow. It will definitely be integrated in the near future. This question is for me as well. What is the long-term goal of the project? Are the team members creating long-term for the project? The long-term goal of the project basically has become, as you know, our name is Ultrasafe. We want to be the safest project in the entire space. We want to generate that narrative for the community. We want to have a strong community. So the long-term goal is definitely to become a crypto giant. As SafeMoon, I believe it's hit at least an $8 billion market cap at the top. We want to be a multi-billion-dollar company, and we know we have team members committed to do so. And we have the experience, we have the connections. We're going to keep rolling things out for you guys as soon as possible. This project is our lifeblood. We stay up day and night working on it and to deliver to you guys. And so yeah, we are definitely committed. We definitely believe we can become a multi-billion-dollar market cap project in the near future.
100%.
All right, and Dave, this question's for you. It's by Bobby. Have you considered developing an Ultrasafe mobile app? And I just elaborated on that, but I'm sure you can add to that.
Yeah, so obviously we've seen the question before. Basically, the question is about Ultrasafe mobile app that allows easy transaction to fiat currencies. So instead of like using PancakeSwap on exchange, you can just go straight onto it and swap your Ultra for like US dollars, pounds, anything like yuan, stuff like that. With that, we are looking to it in the future, but obviously at the moment it's not possible just due to the small market cap we have in comparison to what we need to do that. Because obviously for something like this, we need like millions of dollars of cash reserves to do it. We have a team that's capable of implementing something like this. So in the future, maybe like $1, $2, $3, $4 billion market cap, this is something we can implement, but at the moment it's not possible. But in the future, definitely yes.
Yeah, I definitely think it's something we will be. We've talked multiple times. It is something we will be doing in the future as we grow. And all right, this question's for me. When can we see the value of Ultra on our trust wallets? That's a good question. And also, will Ultra be listed on Delta? That's a similar question. So both Trust Wallet and Delta have been applied for. It's currently in Trust Wallet and Delta's hands, but as you can see, our CoinGecko listing was within 16 hours. So I'm sure you can expect a listing soon, and you'll be able to see the price on there.
Exactly.
I just want to that. It should basically, how with the Prime on Trust Wallet, it's actually very imminent. So how that works is it pulls the price off CoinGecko, but for it to pull the price off CoinGecko, it needs the BSC scan information up to date. We did do this on the first day, but it takes 3 to 5 working days. So it could be as soon as tomorrow that this happens, but it could be Thursday or Friday as well. But hopefully this week, the price of individual tokens in Trust Wallet should be showing.
Okay, and I know there was a question for me about why the vaults, why incorporate vaults, a holder-oriented roadmap. And so I wanted to elaborate on that a bit. Basically, we were implementing a holder-oriented roadmap where vaults unlock as we gain more holders, because we wanted to have the best community interaction possible. We wanted to be the safest token in the space. So, we wanted constant community interaction, constant growth with our community to just sort of form an ultra-safe army. And yeah, that is the purpose of our vaults. And so we can just keep, as we grow, we keep delivering to you and snowballing the legitimacy of our project. Just keep delivering bigger and better things as we grow. And, we look forward to doing that. We love you guys. And, that is the primary purpose of our vault, for continued growth and a strong community.
Do you mind if I just jump in with a question?
Of course.
Everybody is asking about Certic. Do you think someone could just kind of...
Yeah, I can actually, because I've been talking to Certic literally like an hour or two ago. So I've already had a preliminary findings done. Basically, then they send off what they found as what's wrong with the project. Most of it's just typos, really. I think with other tokens, so let's say SafeMoon, they came back with like 14 errors. I think they'll find. We've come back with 10 with less actually impactful errors with it. Most of it's literally just typos that don't mean anything. So we've sent back our comments on what they on why this happened, so they can adjust it. And then once they're happy with it, it's all out. So it's just in their hands at the moment. It should be imminent. They've said to me it should be today, but it's all in their ballpark now. If it doesn't happen today, it's not on us, it's them. So most likely it will be out today.
We hope. Yeah. I mean, we hate to let you guys down, but we just went off what was promised, well, what was told to us by Certic. So we really are sorry to let you guys down, but it's imminent.
And yeah, I think that's a great thing to talk about how, officially we are safer than SafeMoon. So I think we can now claim the title of Ultra Safe. We are the safest in the space. We survived a huge market dump. Our audit shows that we're extremely safe, and I think our community name, our project's name, has definitely lived up to itself.
I think so.
And all right, that's about it for the listed questions. Would anyone like to open up the chat for questions, Dave?
Yeah, the chat's been open the entire time. Let's make it a little bit bigger so I can actually read it properly. I've been laughing at things. Let's have a look. Let's scroll through, see what we got. Sorry, I'm just having to read about all this. So we've got a question here. Why is the holders goal so low? Well, we didn't think it was low, because obviously this is record-breaking BSC growth that we've had. It's unbelievable how far we've gone. We thought this was quite high, quite doable. The 25,000 holders one, we projected to do that in a month, and we've done it in like 3 days, 4 days, something like that. Yeah. So that's
now we're reaching 30,000. So.
Yeah. So this is why we've onboarded more developers to help us out. We've onboarded more staff. We started out as 5 core team members. We've greatly exceeded that now. We've hired a lot of people because we've got a lot of stuff to do, and we want to get that out as quickly as possible to you guys. What else we got in the chat? I should have scrolled. That'll be more questions now, won't there? When CMC is quite a lot on that. So CoinMarketCap, we applied that on the very first day as soon as we went live. Also, yeah, as soon as we initially listed on PancakeSwap, we set the application in place. So imminent, really, probably the next few days. I don't know. We can't count on that. It's in their hands, but it should be as soon as possible. We've already applied for it. They've already had it for days now. So just whenever they decide to accept it.
Yeah,
I've just seen a good question. Are we going to become an LLC?
Not an LLC in particular. I can't move. I've got the chat with my lawyer open, but I can't move the Zoom without actually breaking the stream. But yeah, we do have a company in the works. It's some kind of special company that's just for like crypto related things. It's similar to an LLC, but for digital holdings. Like, this is what our lawyers recommended us to create. It is in the process of being created now. I think he said 7 days, and we will have it.
Yeah, and that'll of course be used for listing on a very high tier centralized exchanges.
Yeah, so at the moment with the centralized exchange, we can only go for lower tier ones, just because anything higher than that, tier ones, they require a legal entity behind it. So that's obviously why we're looking at getting a legal entity in place now. So then, once we're about a week's time, if we keep going this rate, we know we'll have all the holders of market cap to actually justify going on to a tier one. So we just want the legal entity in place there, so then we can immediately just apply to them and get on there.
Yeah, and when we do have the connections to get there, we just we have to wait till the legal entity is formed, and that's going to be as fast as possible.
So, hang on, I did just see another good question. Oh yeah, sorry. So, website update.
Oh yeah, with that, we did say there's a V2 and V3 site coming, and it's actually right. We have a V2 site that's nearly finished. We've actually got 2 different people working on them. So the V2 site is just going to be slightly better than what we've already got now. Nothing too amazing, because we want to save that for the V3. We've actually outsourced it to a very, very high-level web developer for the V3 website, and we want the best CryptoKinetics website you've ever seen in your life. We've had some sketches from it. It looks amazing. It's going to take a while for it because it's very heavy on animations. It needs to optimize quite a lot. With that, I think he's projected 10 to 14 days from 2 days ago, so 8 to 12 from now. And then we'll have the V3 site up, and it will be the best website anyone has ever seen in their lives, and I'm really excited for it.
I'm really excited for it as well.
Yeah, me too. It's definitely a very exciting thing, especially with the quality that it's going to be, top quality. And I think you guys are going to love it.
You guys want to answer any more, or shall we wrap it up?
I'm just having a read of them. What did you think about the rebound earlier? Well, I was actually looking at this live because I was on a group call with my team at the time, and I knew Ultra had rebounded. I was like, oh, so we've rebounded, we're going up again. Is the rest of the market going back up? Is the macro market increasing? And everyone was like, no, it's literally just Ultra with the only coin on the rise at the moment. And I was like, Jesus Christ, this is insane. So yeah, we beat the dip really. We're first one out, first guys out, rising again. Ultra bullish, I would say.
Ultra bullish.
All right, do we want to answer a few more questions or finish up here, Dave?
Yeah, I'm just going to answer a few more. See more. Let's get some good questions in here.
All right, great. Guys, if you have any more good questions, we'll be glad to answer them.
People keep asking about our backgrounds. You guys, you don't have to share if you don't want to, but yeah, my background is in law, but this is my first crypto project. But I'm, again, ultra bullish on it.
Yeah, so this is my second one. The other one has not been revealed yet, but it will be revealed in the coming week. There's another crypto project I'm involved in. So a lot smaller than this one, a hell of a lot smaller. But prior to that, if it's kind of like normal jobs, like high-level management jobs and warehousing, stuff like that, tech companies, just managing people around all day, and that's essentially what I'm doing now with this.
Yeah, and I have a large amount of experience developing in the space and helping out teams and stuff, and I'm really committed to this project, working with these guys. And we do have a number of advisors. You can't see them here now, but we do have a number of advisors with us, very professional advisors, to help us as we grow.
Do you guys want to answer anything?
I'm reading them all. So it just gets a little bit awkward when I'm just reading questions.
It goes quite fast, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's so many. I'm trying to find something. We've done that.
I actually got one.
There we go. That's good.
It was about our use case. So right now we are, as it mentions on our website, we are a frictionless yield protocol. So, just by holding our asset, you actually gain more of it, which is, a very big incentive for us as a whale, suppose with $20,000 or more in Ultra, he's gaining huge amounts of Ultra every day, huge amounts of money. And compared to typical stablecoin APY farms or other farms, they might only be 8 to 10% yield a year. Obviously, at the rate we're growing, we're gaining so much more every day. People are getting great APY just by holding our token, and I think our use case it's going to be expanded in the future with our decentralized apps, staking, governance, all of that, and an NFT ecosystem, and I think it's going to be great.
Yeah, so just to add on to the use case, so with the actual use case of it, the actual token itself, it won't be has like a technical thing that can do. We can't, and obviously we can't do that. We don't have an upgraded contract. We've got an announced contract, but we are bringing out DApp suites and applications that can use a token. It's not what the token can do, but it's what the token can be used for. That's what we're aiming for here.
Mm-hmm.
The chat goes so fast, doesn't it? What are we doing about the scam coins with the same name? Well, it's quite flattering, obviously, that people have seen our success and trying to do this, but with it being decentralized ecosystem, there's no central authority that can do anything. So unfortunately, there's nothing anyone can do about that. We're doing our best to educate people and have all the links available on the website. Say, don't get the contract address from anywhere else. Get it directly from the website. The one on the website is the one to go for. But obviously, we can't do anything except educate people at the moment, just because of how decentralized currency works, and that's all we're aiming for, just to educate people. This is how you should do it, this is what you should look for, and then we should all be fine. Why no token burns? Well, with other tokens that do huge amounts of token burns, like SafeMe and stuff like that, they actually control a huge amount of the supply themselves, so that they have the tokens available to then do that, and if they so wanted to, they could also mint tokens just to burn them as well. We did do an initial burn at the very start of the project after pre-sale was completed, which was the public whitelist one that we did on the very first day. We then burned 30% of the supply, and that'll be what's burned forever. We kept 4.5% for the continuation of the project. This isn't for us or anything. We're not going to use it to pay ourselves with or anything like that. This is just for the continuation of the project, for like centralized exchange listing fees, liquidity provided for them, marketing efforts. So there's stuff in that wallet it's only going to be used for the betterment of the project and nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
Who came up with the name? Well, who did come up with the name? That's a good question. I can't remember that. I remember we were arguing for like days about if it was Ultra or Ultrasafe. It was like, oh, it would look like a scam if we put Ultrasafe in it. And we were like, no, it sounds cool, doesn't it, Ultrasafe? And we just had I remember how it went, but I can't remember who had the idea. And then, yeah, so we just thought, oh, we'll split it in half. We'll have the ticker as Ultra, and the name was Ultrasafe. But I can't actually remember who had the idea. No, it was so long ago now.
Seriously, great idea.
Yeah, it is a great idea.
Oh, one day we'll remember. When we remember, we'll tell you. I mean, whoever on the team did think of the idea, they'll probably be screaming at us right now. I'll be like, it was my idea. Ah. And then, yeah.
They will.
So what else we got? So there's a question about implementing the Ethereum smart chain. So we don't think that's a good idea personally to implement it to the Ethereum smart chain, just because of how the token works. With the 4% fees, it does cost a lot of gas to get it going. It's fine on Binance Smart Chain because gas is extremely cheap. So the contract can support itself with like BNB that is just leftover scraps. So it can then use that to then do all the fees and stuff that it requires for the gas fees, for the 4% backs for holders, the 4% to liquidity pool. If we implement it on Ethereum, it wouldn't really be possible, just because obviously the fee for every transaction would be like 1,000 times as much, and it wouldn't be able to support it on the Ethereum smart chain. We needed a chain with low fees, and that's why I want to buy a smart chain, essentially. And that is probably where we'll be staying for the foreseeable future, unless another chain comes out that's better and has low fees. We will create a bridge and do a token on there, but we do have a requirement that we need low fees because it's gas heavy. This contract is very gas heavy.
I just seen a question about long-term goals. I've seen previous questions asking when Binance. So Binance is definitely a future goal, you know, a moonshot, if you will, but we're working on it. Do you want to add to the future goals thing, Dave?
Binance, endgame, that's what we want to do. We want to get on there.
Definitely.
Yeah, Binance is definitely something we'd like to be on.
But obviously we have to, they don't actually have a set requirement like all these other exchanges are like, you know, you have to have this amount of holders, this amount of that. For Binance, there's no set fee either. To get listed on Binance, they essentially just have to like the coin, and that's it. So hopefully in the long term we can get a lot of momentum going behind it, we can get all these great things out, and then we can go up to CZ like, CZ, do you like it? Look at the work we've done, it's been great, hasn't it? And then we go, yeah, you can go on there, and that's it. There's a very strange Binance listing. It's completely different than any other centralized exchange. They essentially have to just like you, really, and that's the goal, to get Binance to like us and get on there. And so there's a lot of work to do for that. Obviously, you know, we need to everything on there is quite an impressive token, really. So we want to be up there with all the impressive tokens, you know, have a nice record of all these cool, amazing things we've done. So such as stuff on the roadmap that we're getting out, and then yeah, hopefully one day we're on there. It's gonna be great. So I've seen another question: what's my favourite type of ice cream? Oh, I like those little ones with the peanut butter chunks in it. Those Ben and Jerry's ones, they're really nice. So influence campaign possible. We actually currently are working on an influence campaign. It's already in motion. You may have seen on Twitter, there's some crypto influencers already talking about us. We have them on lockdown. We're currently looking at other avenues for that. We have plans for it already. The other avenues haven't started yet, but we are talking to the people we need to talk to, you know, like social media content managers, stuff like that, you know, who have the influencers on board. But we are in talks with them at the moment.
And what countries are we based in? I am based in the United States, and Emma and Dave are in the UK.
Yeah, but you're like on the other side. You're like all the way over there, aren't you? You are.
Yeah.
He's over the water.
Yeah, no, but you're like the other side to me, aren't you? You're like
Yeah,
the left.
yeah.
Right, it's like, Oh, I think that's a funny joke, but I don't know who Jack Harlow is. I'm going to Google who Jack Harlow is after the stream. I want to see who that's referring to.
Yeah, Jack Harlow's he's an artist.
Who looks like Jack Harlow? Is it me or you?
Like a music artist.
Does he look like me or does he look like you?
I don't know.
Probably one of us looks like Jack Harlow.
Well, we'll see. That's up to them.
Yeah, that is Jack Harlow confirmed down there. We've got Jack Harlow.
I think it means me. Yeah.
Yeah, we've got him. He's down there.
Yeah, I'm Jack Harlow.
All
right. A Huobi listing. There's a question about that. You know, along with Binance, Huobi is definitely, you know, it's a very big exchange, and you know, we definitely look to capture the Asian market, as you know, constant volume throughout the day is a very bullish, and it's a very bullish thing. We believe it's a necessity, and so we, as we grow, we will definitely be looking into a Huobi listing as well.
I just add on to that with the Asian exchanges, that's actually what we've been primarily targeting, because obviously with the marketing we've been doing, we've been able to reach people in Europe and America really well, because that's where most of our holders are from. But the downtime, you know, when not much trading is happening, is obviously, you know, when everyone's asleep or like at work and stuff like that, which is when the Asian market were in place. So we thought the best idea for centralized exchanges would be to you know, just go for Asian exchanges to get the Asian market down, and then so hopefully we should have 24/7 coverage of the market after this.
Yeah, and hopefully we can be looking into our exchange listing finalizing within the next day or so.
How did Ultrasafe do today compared to the rest of the market? Amazingly well. We beat the macro market. We were the only token that was on the rise. I think we were the fastest one to rise 200% out of literally every token on the entire market. It was amazing, from the local bottom. Every token counted. I think, I'm not 100% sure on it, but I'm nearly almost sure that we were the fastest token out of just everything to get 200% up from the local bottom.
And the most rising, I think, too. And yeah, I think that amount was actually around 350%, which is in the event of bearish events, that is an extreme 350%, 3.5 times. That is an extremely good thing. And I think that really lets us live up to our name of being ultra safe. Even in a bear market, we're going up 350% since the local bottom.
Ultra bullish, that's what it is. We can't stop the bull.
Exactly. It's extremely bullish.
Ultra bullish. I think that's all we've got time for today, guys. Do you agree?
Oh yeah, we've got so many things to do. You guys have seen a roadmap. You know how much we've got to do.
We're so busy, guys.
But yeah, it was lovely being on stream with you all. We had a great time. We love the whole community. You're doing an absolute great job. And yeah, we're going to try and get everything out as quickly as possible for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the stream.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it was a wonderful stream. And yeah, just want to throw a little hint at you guys. Very, very big announcement, hopefully within the next day. And it was covered a few times in here.
Ooh, hopefully. We'll see.
Thank you to everybody in the community for your ongoing support. We love you guys.
Yeah, it's been great. Well, we'll see you all later, guys. Thank you all for the stream. See you later.
Bye.
Oh, bye.
Yeah. See you later, guys.
Yeah.